London is super tough to be able to, especially as an artist or a working class creator, to find space to be affordable to live, but also affordable to create in. Finding this space, it's helped me engage with my art in a deeper sense, in a bit more of a freer sense. Max Allen, take one. My name is Max Allen. I'm an artist specializing in costume and theatrical design. I live in a warehouse in North London. It's my home and it's my studio space. I live with about 9 people and I've been here for 9 years as well. Moved in as a place to sleep and my work has spread through to the studio. This has kind of opened up like a really interesting work pattern for me. So myself and Elliot Adcock, my business partner, we have a costume business called Allen Adcock. So we design, create and source costumes for film, stage, TV. We love looking at historical garments and then flipping them with a modern queer club kid element, basically. That's our real passion, I think. We always like to call it luxury in poverty, right? Taking something that is cheap and spending a little time to make that interesting, exciting. Challenging tackiness and taste, elements of iconography. This is sort of a personal interest as well as my work interest, and I guess it's reflected in my living space. It sort of trails off me wherever I go. That energy, it carries on all the way through to where I go to bed. It's really good for me to have this bedroom with a bit of a living space in it to kind of create a bit of a sanctuary. I think it's sort of a myth that we have to have these stripped beige spaces in which to relax. There's nowhere in nature, you know, you go into like a woodland forest, there's colours and textures and tastes everywhere. You still can be relaxed in colour and texture. I grew up in a place called Matlock Bath in Derbyshire, which started as a Victorian tourist place. But now it's fish and chip shops, motorcyclists, theme parks, amusement arcades. I grew up in a Victorian terrace house, but the people before we lived there, I think in the 60s, had decorated it with like old Sanderson wallpaper. So I had this really heavy, detailed wallpaper all around me, matching curtains and stuff. And my mum could obviously, you know, not afford to wallpaper the house and stuff, so we kept it really nice. And looking back, I realized, of course, that sort of influenced the detail that I like to live around. If I had some in my room, it would be like a live-in, walk-in collage of all my interesting ideas. But things I've picked up, it's really so much is about finding stuff in pound shops or charity shops, right? Like the tinsel on the roof is like little bits that I find from the charity shop, and I've bought one piece and put it up and then realized, oh, actually I should put more and more up. And every sort of year I put another couple of pieces up. But it sort of distracts from the like badly clad ceiling, right? And also it reflects, it moves nicely when there's air into it, it tingles and shimmers. Got images on my wall that my friends have drawn for me, I think. Mostly they're just like pieces that people have given me for my birthday, and then I've taken the time to frame them in sheet frames and paint the frames. So often I'll put that on the wall and something will remind me of it next to it, and I'll build around it. I love Donald Duck. I think it's a really fantastic character. But also visually, I really like it. I don't know, I just find that those things interesting. There's masks. I guess there's a little bit of element of the retro kitsch to it. But yeah, it's just objects that I found for cheap on eBay that are interesting. Clothes I've made, I understand them more as textile art pieces, right? So I like to show them. I store them visually because I don't really have anywhere else to store them. But also, you know, they are beautiful pieces of art. I've spent time to embroider them, hand dye them, so they should be treated as such. Paint little bits every now and again, you know, I'll paint the outside of my desk in stripes, or I'll paint my radiator. You know, I never have chance to like take everything off the wall and paint a large part, but it's just about every now and again painting a little bit of decoration. I like the way that everything to an eye distracts from what it is. I'm really attached to my witch's balls. They really reflect my interest of like British folk history, but also like bright, shiny, sparkly, seemably quite tacky objects. They perfectly encapsulate the two parts of my work and interest. My hope for the future is to maintain and build on what we have created so far as I make more set design and object pieces. And I want to make more textiles for people's homes. I'm working on custom curtains to, you know, spice up a maybe too beige Hackney homeowner's house.